Welcome everybody to some more Apex Legends. Alright guys, so I have some absolutely incredible news. I am so happy to announce that I am officially a barista. I haven't actually got a job yet, however, qualification-wise, I am a barista. I can make coffee, I can work in an environment, I finished my work experience, and I also received my certificates, and I'm gonna show them to you guys in a moment, which basically means that I'm qualified, I have a license to work as a barista, and it's just all about looking for a job now. I am genuinely so happy to be able to announce something like this. It's crazy how far I've come, and it's crazy how much farther I am going to go. Yesterday I had my work experience. I was put in a real environment to work as a barista, and I'm very happy to announce that it went absolutely phenomenally. In fact, it went pretty much perfect. About 95% of the time, I knew what I was doing. I got the hang of what I was supposed to do very quickly, and I moved between a bunch of different sections in the actual work environment, and it really wasn't that bad. Initially going into it in the morning, I was a little bit nervous because I was scared that I was going to fuck up, but I really quickly realized that all that nervousness wasn't actually nervousness, it was just excitement. I moved from working the tills to making espressos to churning the milk. It was just all on the fly. It was basically whatever the scenario asked for, I was there, I was doing it, and I was succeeding at it. The people that I actually met in that coffee shop were extremely nice, and honestly I just felt so welcome. Initially at the start I was scared that maybe I was going to be awkward or something, but no, we were talking so casually, it was just like we were good friends. We talked about a bunch of things. We talked about pot and what we were doing for 420, and I sold them a few of my cookies. I mean, I told you, I made too many. And then at the end of my work day, I got my certificates, and I'm gonna pull them out right now. I'm gonna show them to you guys. Right here, level 1 and a level 2 barista course completed, and this is basically what I'm going to print off, make a few copies of, and it's what I'm going to present at job interviews, and it's basically just going to make it so that I can actually get a job much easier than people who wouldn't have something like this. In fact, the whole day went so well, and they liked me so much that I am actually going to go back to the exact same coffee shop where I studied for my barista course, and I'm gonna apply for a job there because honestly I feel like I would fit in the environment. I feel like I definitely could get hired there. I was talking to one of the supervisors and I asked them, like, you know, I might actually come back here in about a week, drop in my resume and apply for a job here, and they were completely cool with it. They were just so with it. They told me that I was their favorite work experience person that they've had so far because I just knew what I was doing. They didn't even have to teach me anything. They saw how I was working on tills. They saw how I was handling the espresso machine. They saw how I was doing the milk, and they didn't have to like babysit me. I just knew what I was doing, and I just made such a good impression of myself that I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna apply for a job there, and I would love to work there because I already know the people, I know the environment, and I feel like I fit in. And it's such a weird coincidence because one of the people who was working with me at the coffee shop during my work experience actually worked at the job that I'm working at currently. Like, that's just kind of weird. It's not even weird, it's just a crazy coincidence that I take a barista course, I go to work experience, and one of the people who is working with me is someone who actually used to have a job at the same place that I had. But anyway, to summarize, the entire day went fantastic. I got my certificates. I'm gonna be applying for jobs all over the place. I already have my resume done. A few hours before I started recording this video, I actually updated my resume, just one clean page of just important information, and it's so crazy because when I was making my resume for the job that I currently have, I just bluffed so much. I added so much filler stuff that was just not important, not relevant to the position I was trying to get. But now that I'm qualified and I have work experience in the cafe, and I've been working for the past year in a retail environment, I don't have to put any sort of filler in there. It's all just valuable information that somebody can look at my resume and be like, okay, he's qualified for this, for that, and I didn't have to waffle. I didn't have to make up a bunch of shit, which is just fantastic. I can have a very good and valuable resume that will probably land me a job pretty soon. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like I'm going to get hired. I feel like I'm going to change my job very, very shortly. And when that happens, you already know I'm going to be announcing in a video, and it would be great because I'm going to get more hours. It would be an environment that I would would prefer more. But yeah, after the day was over, I had everything completed. I went home and I enjoyed a nice cookie. I made a video a few days ago basically wishing everybody a happy 420, and I told you guys about my plans and how I was going to have a cookie with my girlfriend, and that if they weren't too strong, I was gonna have more. And in that video, I said that I was probably gonna start off with like 2 cookies. I am so happy that I started off with 1. Because me and my girlfriend, all we took was 1 cookie. That's all we needed. It was 0.5 grams of weed spread out between 16 cookies, and both me and her were just like, we were so satisfied. We were so happy with that amount. It's crazy. We are such pussies. Our tolerance is so low. If we took 2 cookies, I feel like we would have been floored and it just wouldn't have been as enjoyable, but we took 1 and oh my god, it affected us like crazy, dude. Our tolerance is so bad. We are just such pussies. Overall, the experience was pretty great. It was a very positive one. I enjoyed myself quite a bit, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to taking another one of those edibles. I don't know when it's going to be, but I still have quite a few between me and my girlfriend. We still have like 2 cookies each, and either we're going to take them when we're going to bed, or we're just going to take them and feel the effects. Honestly, I don't really know. It kind of depends on what we're feeling. I was worried that the cookies that I gave to other people weren't going to be strong enough, but the fact that I was hit so hard by one of those cookies, and I sold 3 to each person that I sold them to, yeah, they're definitely going to feel that shit. There's no way you're gonna take those 3 cookies and just feel nothing. I'm sorry, you're fucking Superman if that's the case. In other news, I know it's unrelated to this video, I actually got a new phone today. I've needed a new phone for a while. The phone that I had before this one was so incredibly garbage. I had an iPhone 5 that my uncle gave to me for free. He just decided to give it to my mom and then pass it on to me. But the phone was in such terrible condition. It had a broken screen. I ended up getting it repaired, and then after that, I had issues with the touchscreen. It wasn't very responsive, and I basically never used my phone except if I was trying to listen to music or take phone calls. But at the same time, I didn't want to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a phone because I care a lot about my money. I don't like to spend money. I've stressed this before in previous videos. I like to save my money. I like to invest it. I feel like a phone is a complete liability, and unless I am in a good position to spend that money, I don't see the point in spending so much money on a new phone. Even if my current phone is just on its last legs, it wouldn't even charge properly. It was having that thing where you would need to like hit it, and you would have to like bend the charger in a weird way to even get it to charge in the first place. Like sometimes I just couldn't. I would just have to live with a dead phone. And I was thinking to myself, okay, my phone is in terrible condition. I should probably look for a new one soon. So I basically went on to Done Deal, which is essentially Ireland's version of Craigslist, and I just searched for a new phone. I just typed in iPhone, and I looked for people in Dublin, and it turns out that there was a guy selling an iPhone 6S. It is in absolutely perfect condition. It's a little bit smudged right now, but oh my god, this phone is immaculate. It's an iPhone 6S, which is a pretty good phone. It's like a little bit out of date, you know, it came out a few years ago, but still an absolutely amazing phone. And get this, it was €200. Only €200 for an iPhone 6S, which is borderline new. It is in perfect condition with all the boxes and everything. It came with its original charger, with the original earphones, which I just gave to my girlfriend because I don't like the stock earphones that come with iPhones. Like, it came in the package as if it was brand new. All for €200. That's insane. That's about $250. And the guy literally lived across the road from me. What a crazy coincidence. It's like, it was meant to happen. I needed to get a new phone, and the iPhone gods were just like, it's right across the street. You'll meet up with the guy in 15 minutes. Like, literally, I texted a guy, and he was like, okay, when do you want to pick it up? And I was like, next 15 minutes, meet me across the street. I'll meet you at the shop. And it was the fastest and smoothest and quickest way I've ever bought a phone. Literally, I texted a guy, in 15 minutes I had the phone, and I was out, and it was done. After that, I took my SIM card out of my old phone, popped it into my new phone, synced it up with iCloud, and there we go. I have an iPhone 6S, and I'm probably gonna start posting to social media a lot more now because I actually have a phone with a good camera. What an absolute bargain. I tried to negotiate the price a little bit lower, but justifiably, he was very stuck on his price. He said that €200 is already way too low, and he just really wants to get rid of it. So I kind of understood his point, and it's not a fake phone, it's a real phone. I was playing around with it, and it works just absolutely absolutely perfectly. It's literally brand new. It's fucking immaculate. The only thing that was wrong with this phone was that it had to get the battery replaced. However, it got replaced by Apple themselves, and I've been using it all day and absolutely no issues. It's literally a brand new phone. It's essentially a brand new phone. There's not even scratches on the fucking thing. Like, the guy took incredible care of it. He told me that he was like an Apple geek and he just collects phones and stuff and keeps them in really good condition. So, I mean, fair play to him. I mean, it's a cool hobby. You're definitely helping out people like me who need cheap smartphones, and an iPhone 6s in perfect, like, brand new condition for €200, I mean, it's a bargain. Couldn't find it better anywhere else. And the guy lived across the street from me. I mean, it was so convenient. It was like calling for me. I had to buy it. But yeah, anyway, I've talked a lot in this video. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.